Hey, what's up guys? So before I begin the video, I quickly wanted to talk to you guys a plugin that I created for Unreal Engine 4 called WCG plugin. It's a very simple plugin, but the basics of it is this plugin exposes some of the variables inside the project settings to Blueprint. And down here I listed some of the variables that it exposes, and you guys can read it here. And it's basically the project description, project ID, project name, and project version. But currently the total variables there are inside is 20, and it does support Windows 64-bit and 32-bit, and it also supports Linux. So if you are on a Linux machine, you should be able to use this plugin as well. And it is going for $11.48 at the moment. And I can show you guys some of the screenshots. And yeah, I will leave a link down in the description for you guys if you want to check this out. It will be really appreciated if you guys can support me in my plugin I created. And it's very simple to use, and I hope you guys will like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the first Squad SDK video. And so in today's video I will be showing you guys how you can create your first map. But before that, if you don't know about Squad or what it is, I will leave a link down in the description where you guys can find out more about the game. But with that said, let's begin. So first things, if you don't have a mod yet, or you haven't created a mod yet inside the SDK, you can just follow these steps and then just create mod, and it will bring you to this content folder of your mod. So depending on whatever your name is, it will say up here and then content. So I already created a maps folder, so where you can create a folder, just right click and say new folder and name it maps, and then inside I already created a new map called new world. Now to create a level, just right click and say level. Now my level is already open, so once you have done all of those things and you opened your map, you can go to this tab over here, landscape. But before we actually do anything in this tab, what we'll need to do is go into the normal content folder of the SDK and go into maps, and then go into Eurifka, and then in here you'll see there's a Eurifka master, and there's a folder called material functions. Now what you'll have to do is hold Control in and select these two things, and then we'll go here and just drag with your mouse to the left, and it is freezing. Why are you freezing? Well, we'll just have to wait for this to not freeze. Okay, so once you've selected those two things, we can just drag here on the left. Now if you do not see this left thingy here, you can just click this thing icon up there, like where I'm hovering my hand now. And then so what we'll do is just drag on the left and scroll down until you see your mods folder's name, and then we will just drop it into the maps folder and just say copy here. Do not move it, otherwise there's some stuff that might break. Now as you guys can see, it brought out over the master material, but we could just go back, and then we'll do this again with this folder, and then let's say copy folder here. It will load some stuff and do whatever, and then as you guys see, it did it, and it brought us to this folder. And now you can just delete this optional functions if you want to. You don't have to keep this in here if you want to, but we'll just right click on here and say delete. And then once it's deleted, we can go back to our maps folder, and I'm just going to quickly save. Let's save everything. Okay, so it finished saving. So next what we can do is we can rename this. So I'm just gonna take out this Yerifka and just call it my new world. World. Okay, like that. And then in here we can go in here, and then basically we can keep all of these how they are. Now I did see you can delete these two over here, because we will not be needing those. And then now we will open this new world master, or whatever you named yours. I would suggest just leave the master in there, and then just name it after what your map is called. Now in here you'll see it looks like a lot of spaghetti, but what we'll basically do is we'll change the paths or which material it uses to our ones that we copied over into our code folder. So the first thing we will be changing is the material soil. Okay, so we are back. Sorry, I messed up in the video. So before we do anything in there, what we'll have to do is open this. I think we can delete this one as well. I forgot to delete that one. So we'll have all of these. Now we'll start with soil, and now I'm just gonna put a underslash and just put in WM for War Master, my name. And then now I'm gonna do this for all of these material functions. So you guys can do the same, but obviously you can put whatever you want in there, just as long as you know um, uh, what their names are. So we only have dirt left, dead grass, and then so with that all done, we can go back to your maps folder and then open this again, and now we can click on soil, and here we will just say WM for War Master. Whatever you named it, just search that, and then we'll choose soil, and I will do this for every single one of these. War Master, dead grass, and War Master rock, and then forest, and now dirt, and now the asphalt, now grass, this there, and then dirt grass, or dirt road, sorry, dirt road. And then that's all that we will have to do in here. Then just click save, and then once you've done that, okay, so once you've done that, you can just click here, and you can navigate to your whatever your height map is. And but I'm not going to use a height map. I'm just going to make a normal flat map, And so in this thing we will now drag our master material in there, and then here in the left you can make it any size you want. You can make one huge one, but I think we'll just make a 63 by 63, and then sections per component. I'll just leave those default, and then you guys can change all of these values if you want to, or if you know what you're doing. And then we'll just say full world. Oh no, not full world, sorry. Create world. And now it will say importing landscape. And now you guys will see it will all of a sudden be black. Now, so to fix this, now we go to the place, this cube thingy, and now first thing that we will drag in, go to lights, and then we'll put in a directional light. We'll put in a skylight, and then also we will go here and search for sky, and I'll put this BP squad sky in. Now in the BP squad sky, if it's selected, go to details, and in here we will select our directional light, and then here where it says sky texture, what we'll do is we'll search UE or search sky, and we will use EU Goro free, I think, one, and we will click this fresh material, and why is what we'll also do is click on the squad sky, and in here in the brightness make this 2.4, I think, and also 2.4, and brightness right, make this 1, how much, and then we'll go on to refresh material. As you guys can see, the thing is there, but not like the sky. So second one, I just choose one of these Afghan ones. Sky, the one sunset, better, and so we will do. Okay. Anyway, I'm quickly gonna decide on which skybox I want to use, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just finally decided on the Afghan Sky Cora Day, and this brightness is a bit way too little, so I'm gonna put mine on 1.5, I think, and then make this contrast 0.5. Yeah, so as you guys can see, that thing is a bit in the wrong position. Now, how you can move that, basically select the directional light, and we will go over here in the details when you selected the thingy, and just click R, and we will basically rotate this a few degrees. Then we'll go back to the sky BP sky thingy, and I just say refresh material. Okay, we need to turn it a bit more. Not remember if you that you have selected the directional light, otherwise you're gonna move the sky. move it a bit more. We refresh again now. Okay, so now it's just right on top of it. So select the directional light again, and then we'll go move it a bit down. One more. And then we'll go here and refresh again. Oh, that's way too much. Let's move it up again. And then we will refresh. Okay, so now I'm just gonna uncheck this thing, this one here. Just move it aside, but and then we'll go here and say refresh, and it should now be inside of the thingy. Yes. Okay, so that's how you move that. So it's inside the skybox's sky thingy. Okay, so what you also see, it is still black here. That's because we haven't created the material thingies. So if you go here and go under paint, okay, so what we'll basically do is just click this arrow, oh no, this create layer info thingy, and just choose this first one, and it will automatically create a folder for us in our maps folder. And then but we will do this for every single one of them. Now it is hanging again. Okay, so it is added that first one, and it is auto saving. Really, Unreal. Why did you have to bring up by auto saving just as the thing recovers? As you can see, ground now has soil. Now we'll have to do this for all of them, so just click the plus thingy and just press OK, and we'll quickly do this for all of the layer infos. Okay, so that's all of the layer infos, and now we can just go a bit closer to the ground, and we can quickly put down a spawn point. So we'll just search for spawn, and we'll use this forward base spawn. Like that. But before we do anything else, we go to the world settings and set our info stuff. So in here, team 1, we'll just choose we'll just use the US guys, and then we'll use the militia. Now it will freeze again. And so once it's done freezing, I will be back. Okay, so it finally is finished freezing. And so once you've done that, make sure you have the forward base spawn selected, and then go to the details thingy, and then we will go down to where it says team, and then we'll choose team 1. And so I will just quickly duplicate this thing, and then on the second one we'll select team 2, and now we should be able to spawn, and I'll just say new editor window. And now this might take a few seconds or minutes first time you open your map, but shouldn't take that long since there's nothing really in the map. And it opens, and it is loading. As you guys can see, we get these things where we can choose either the US or the militia, and then we can just say continue. And as you guys can see, we don't have a minimap yet, but that's going to be in the second video. And I'm just going to create a squad, and then if you go to deploy, you'll see there's our fob that we placed, and we can just say continue, and we will be spawning in 8 seconds. So as you guys can see, we are in our map, and yeah, there's a lot of nothingness in the map, but that's what you guys want. And so yeah, that's how you create your first map, or a map, in the SquadSDK. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to check out all of the links in the video description, and yeah, like and subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.